Hello, every girls. Welcome back to the show. We are still coming off a holiday. Last week was Thanksgiving, and you're probably feeling it. Maybe you even have holiday parties coming up or a bunch of dinners and social events and things, and you're like, well, I guess I won't get back on my health goals or think about my body until January. Maybe you're still going through Thanksgiving leftovers and have worn sweatpants for the past 7 days. That's me right now. And maybe you're even feeling some guilt or shame or regret or discomfort. Searches for post Thanksgiving detoxes skyrocket following the holiday, and people download MyFitnessPal and rely on salads and do intense HIIT workouts as a means for atoning for their sins. So I just want to make a quick PSA that no matter what you ate on Thanksgiving or how much of it, a Thanksgiving detox is unnecessary and might even be damaging. No matter how much punch you have at a holiday party or how much sugar cookies you eat, you do not need to detox. If you are feeling a little guilt or worry about your body and health, I'm going to try to ease that for you. Here are some facts that I certainly need to remind myself of every holiday season, and you probably will need to hear, if not now, at some point in the next month. First thing, the body repairs itself. No matter how many calories you ate or how many servings of mashed potatoes or Christmas cookies that you devoured, the body processes and digests all of it. Everything from the saliva in the mouth to the enzymes in the stomach is meant to digest food, get the nourishment it needs from that food, and then get rid of excess through waste, through your bowel movements, which is gross, but it's the truth. Yes, this is Anatomy 101, but it's important to keep in mind that the body is built to repair itself. Our bodies are detox machines, okay? They are equipped with incredible resilience for our metabolic and food processing responses, and the liver, the gut, the kidneys, all of which work around the clock to heal our energy, keep nutrient levels optimal, and eliminate unwanted toxins. Your body will digest all that sweet potato casserole on its own, whether or not you try to help it. And you definitely do not need a juice cleanse or a diet to flush out toxins. It's the body's job to detoxify. So the liver, the colon, and the kidneys have got you covered. I think that's such an important thing to remember, especially this season. I mean, I certainly have a lot of deeply rooted worries and regret and shame when it comes to overeating, the concept of overindulging. It's really so deeply ingrained in us how bad that is. So we really have to counteract that and remember that the body is meant to detox all on its own. It's meant to repair by itself. This is what it's meant for. The next fact that's important to remember this time of year: indulgences are a part of a healthy diet too. Maybe your idea of a healthy diet is about macronutrient percentages, like you want to hit 30% protein, or maybe it's more about what you're not eating. Maybe you look at the idea of a healthy diet is no sugar or no gluten or no refined carbs, whatever it is. There's a lot of confusion and debate about what a healthy diet really means. And the truth is that a healthy diet looks different to every single person. It's literally just whatever honors your body's needs, which include foods that you love. And it's about making intuitive choices with whatever is available to you. That is the definition of a healthy diet. So enjoying cornbread or pecan pie or holiday punch does not mean that you broke a healthy diet or you have to make up for it by only eating salads or burning calories in a workout class the next day. It simply means your healthy diet includes foods that feed your soul and honor special occasions like the holidays. Joy is a nutrient too. Food is intended to be one of our key sources of pleasure every single day. So having some mac and cheese and wine at your holiday party does not mean you fell off the wagon. That is the wagon. A true healthy diet includes indulgences and joy foods too. And fact number 3 that's important to remember this time of year is that nutrition is way more than just what's on your plate. If you believe this false narrative that the body needs a detox and a juice cleanse and a diet to help it get back to healthy after, one big meal or one holiday or even one season, you should also know that nutrition is not just about food. Yes, obviously fruits and vegetables nourish the body and the body needs proteins and fats to function optimally. But So do the people we spend our time with, the music we listen to, what we see when we scroll through Instagram. These things are nutrition too. If you're not also making room for how you feel nourished besides the food on your plate, you are missing a key piece of the puzzle. I promise you, keep your stress levels low, regularly engage in activities that you love, surround yourself with people who make you happy, and your body will respond accordingly. This is nutrition that goes deeper than whatever's on your plate ever could, honestly. We talk about food as medicine, but research shows that it is a key medicine, but there are other forms of medicine too, like our relationships and teaching our nervous system to feel calm and joy. These things based on research, based on science and biology. I've covered the science behind these things in other episodes. These factors are nutrition too. So I just want you to remember those because I know that these next couple weeks can feel really triggering, especially that time in between Thanksgiving and New Year's when it kind of goes into all or nothing thinking, where we just give up on our bodies and get really mindless. And then we feel really regretful. And then it goes into patterns of restriction. Like most of us grew up in diet culture. So that is what typically happens this time of year. So I hope whoever needed to hear those messages can really remember that going into the season. But if you are feeling bloated or lethargic or feeling like your symptoms are flaring up, or even worried that you messed up your health goals, maybe you're trying to lose weight or support your hormones or digestion, or maybe even if you're someone who every year at this point goes into this whole like, fuck it, I'll just not even worry about my body until January because I've already ruined it. And you go into that all or nothing thinking, I hear you too. I really look at wellness tools as ways to support my body during times when it needs support the most. Like it's so easy for us to go into that all or nothing mindset with health and think, oh, I had, bottomless mimosas and French toast. So screw it. I'll just order Taco Bell for dinner because the day is already ruined. Which, like, yes, I definitely have and love those days, which I maybe I'm not eating the most like nutrient dense foods from breakfast until dinner. I have those days intentionally and mindfully, and that's okay too. But I also look at it like if I have bottomless mimosas, that's when I need to support my body even more. Not because I feel guilty or like I need to make up for it, but because my body is literally working overtime to digest, to stabilize blood sugar, to detox alcohol, to recover from sleep disruption. It's doing the most. So, this is the time to use tools to support it as it needs to be doing extra work. That's when we need wellness routines the most. Health is not this rigid thing that you follow when you're being good, but it's the toolkit that you reach for when life gets messy or busy, when you're tired, when you're bloated, when you're anxious, when you're PMSing, or you had too many drinks the night before, or you have too many holiday parties coming up. Supporting your body during those times is actually the most important time to do it. Not because you need to fix anything, but because you deserve to feel good. Your body deserves to feel good. So it's a good thing to feel like you want to support your body a little more intentionally right now. That doesn't mean you need to go into punishment mode or fall into the toxic spiral of restriction, which is why I gave those little reminders in the beginning. But you can absolutely feel better and support your body in a way that feels like love, not like shame or regret or anger. Here is what that looks like in my routine to support my body through the holidays. So, step one is to just listen and reconnect to your body during any meal or holiday party or any event. You can actually keep up healthy habits and enjoy the holiday season without restricting. And that's all about listening to your body instead of just mindlessly binging and, quote, making up for it afterward. It's just about being mindful and building the habit of connection and checking in with your body. So, for example, check in with yourself to identify what your body really wants. Maybe it's not that you're hungry and you don't need nutrients, but you would really enjoy every bite of a slice of pumpkin pie because it's your favorite holiday dessert. And when you take the moment to realize your body wants that joy and pleasure, you could eat more mindfully to get more pleasure out of it. So you don't have to eat as much to get that same dopamine hit. Or maybe this looks like, you are going into the buffet and you realize your digestion is feeling off and you haven't had enough veggies with your meal. So, with the mac and cheese, you also add some Brussels sprouts and salad. Both reasons, wanting the pumpkin pie for joy and wanting to add some more veggies to your plate to help with digestion are equally great reasons to eat more food. Eating for joy and nutrients are both equally good reasons. You need both. My eyes are definitely bigger than my stomach, as they say. So I like to start with smaller portions and then I will check in with myself consistently throughout the same meal to see when I feel comfortably full, if I want more of something either for joy or for nutrients. And so when I start noticing as soon as I'm feeling satisfied and when I'm no longer, finding pleasure in each bite, that is my body's cue telling me to stop instead of that place that we've all been. And that is really the default for me to do, which is just mindlessly eating until I'm uncomfortably stuffed and my body is screaming at me to stop eating. And here's a cool thing too, when you really savor each bite, when you take your time to enjoy what you eat and check in with your body, this not only helps your digestion, but also lets you enjoy the meal more and even improves metabolism. It's good for you too. I've gone to a point after many years of practice because honestly, what I have done for so many years of my life is really prioritize health in my day to day life. And then I get to the holiday season or I get to Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner or a holiday party. And I just like mindlessly balls to the wall. Health is not on my brain whatsoever. I will eat whatever I want. I will eat until I'm uncomfortably stuffed. And then I either feel so much guilt after the fact, or I feel like shit, or I feel insecure, or it takes me a long time to get back into healthy routines. So I have been through this cycle more times than I can count. It's taken me a lot of years of really healing. Those facts that I mentioned at the beginning are actually what was able to heal me from that vicious cycle and get to the point where I feel just as good during the holidays as any other days because I know what it looks like for me to have a great balance of my favorite holiday foods that are so delicious and that I enjoy and having the balance of nutrients that will make my body feel good. Like, I wouldn't want to overeat the mac and cheese or not eat any veggies because I know how poorly it makes my body feel. And I have gone to a point, again, after a lot of healing, a lot of work, all the things I share with you every episode. I've gone to the point where I love my body so much that I neither want to restrict it from joy, nor do I want to eat into oblivion where I feel like shit. So, having that balance and letting that be my guiding light and that deep connection to my body ensures that even if it's on Thanksgiving, I'm not going to feel sick and sluggish after, or even during this whole season, I'm not going to ditch all of the routines that make me feel good, that I'm going to just feel like shit for a whole month. And all that means is just listening to your body. It is body respect. Step number 2 is basic, but it's super important, and it's hydrate like it's your motherfucking job. After the holidays or any indulgent weekend or holiday party where I always drink more than I said I was going to, even like the Friday after Thanksgiving, we went out with our friends to a bar to watch a football game. Obviously, some of us watched less than others, meaning me. I was drinking tequila sodas and gabbing away. And I was like, "Oh, I'll come for, like, a couple drinks." Of course, then it turned into, like, a karaoke night out, and I drank way more than I ever planned to. So, all that to say is we are typically a lot more dehydrated this time of year. It's not just alcohol either, it's, like, a lot of the foods that are higher in sodium or higher in sugar. These things also dehydrate the body, and then on top of that, we're just not as conscious about drinking water as much as we are in summer when it's hot and we're sweating and we're craving water more. Like, we typically are so dehydrated. So, starting your morning, especially after and before any holiday event, but also every day whenever possible, starting it with warm lemon water, or I like sometimes just room temperature water and add minerals or sea salt for extra absorption. And then throughout the day, sip herbal teas that aid digestion. So, peppermint tea, fennel, ginger, dandelion tea. Think of water and herbal tea like your internal shower because I know it sounds basic and like you get it, drink water, hydration's important, but water matters more than you think. Digestion relies on hydration. Your body literally needs water to produce the enzymes and stomach acid that break down food. Without it, your digestion slows down, which means more bloating, fatigue, constipation, that general off feeling. So when we're feeling those things anyway, we really want to prioritize hydration. Hydration also helps flush out excess sodium, which, hello, salty stuffing and pie crust and all that. Hydration also supports your lymphatic system in getting rid of waste and even helps regulate blood sugar spikes that can happen after eating heavier meals. And here's something interesting to note too. If you are feeling tired or foggy or hungover, that might not always be the food or alcohol. It might just be hydration. Water is how your body detoxes naturally. So instead of reaching for some fancy, expensive cleanse, reach for your water bottle, your Stanley, your cup of tea. That will help you so much more. Step number 3 is to, of course, move your body, but make sure it's gentle. Please do not push yourself to do a 90-minute HIIT class first thing the morning after a holiday party as a means to erase what you ate the night before or to account for the calories you're planning to consume this weekend. Even just this year, it was the day before Thanksgiving. I went to one of my workout classes and the instructor was talking about, oh, we're going to burn extra calories to account for the food that you're going to eat tomorrow. Oh, if I just nothing irks me more than this idea because that's not how the body works, but it's also unnecessary. Like 100% go on a jog, work out, walk if your body's craving movement. I personally love a gentle hot yoga session this time of year. I love going on walks on days where I know I'm going to be eating more. Like we went on a lovely Thanksgiving walk and a morning after Thanksgiving walk. Like it feels so good. It helps my body feel amazing. I also love stretches and stretching first thing in the morning every day, but especially on days where I know my body's going to be doing a little bit more work. It just makes me feel really great. It helps relax the body. Walking or light stretching can aid digestion and help reduce comfort. So it's a great thing after food too, or before bed. But it's not about burning off calories. It's about feeling good in your body and giving your digestive tract a helping hand as it moves things along. Movement, no matter how low impact it is, if it's a 10-minute walk, if it's a quick stretch, can boost energy, motivation, and mental health, which is especially important if you're feeling that post-feast food guilt. But pushing your body, especially if you don't want to, especially if you are feeling more sluggish or you're feeling lethargic, oftentimes it's just going to spike cortisol and overexhaust our bodies more. So again, lean into what your body is asking for. And yes, find a way to move every day. But honestly, I say make it gentle, make it feel good, make it part of your holidays. It can be going for a walk in the snow, it can be ice skating. That is an amazing exercise. It does not have to be forcing yourself to do some sweaty, intense workout as a means to make up for what you're eating this time of year. We know beauty comes from within. And I'm not talking about self love and positive energy, even though, yes, being kind does make you prettier. I mean, literally, your skincare routine should start from the inside. I love serums and lotions as much as the next girl, but the beauty routine that makes the biggest difference doesn't sit on your countertop. It's about how you nourish your body. That's why I've been using Age Repair from Liposachet. They're collagen-powered, science-backed, and actually absorb into your body thanks to liposomal technology, which means more of the glow nutrients like marine collagen peptides, biotin, and vitamin C, E, and A actually get to where you want it to go for benefits like improved skin elasticity and firmness, hair shine, and nail strength. You take one little sachet a day, you can take it straight. I like the taste of it, or mix it into water or juice, or throw it into your smoothie after you blend it. Because what you put in your body truly makes a bigger difference than what you put on it. Read more about Liposachet at theeverygirl.com and get 35% off Liposachet Age Repair or any of the other Liposachet products exclusively on Amazon when you use code Liposachet35. That's LIPOSACHET 35 at checkout. Promotion runs until January 31st, 2026, or while stocks last. No minimum purchase required. The promotional code can be used only once and cannot be used in conjunction with any other promotional code, coupon, or discount offer. Step number 4 is to add more to your diet. A detox or cleanse obviously typically implies that you're subtracting and restricting your diet. But this is actually the worst time to restrict. First of all, your body needs nutrients to support it right now when you're stressed and you're busy and you've had more sugar or alcohol or butter than usual. But secondly, because you need to feed your body enough so that you can eat more mindfully. If you restrict, your body thinks that it's entering famine, or if you don't have enough energy from food, your glucose levels will dip too much, both of which will give you that I need to eat 2 rolls from the breadbasket now instead of waiting for the salad course, or I need 3 pieces of pie instead of 1, like that out of control and mindless feeling with food. Honestly, the best thing that you could do right now is to add more nutrients to give your body what it needs for energy and to help with digestion and balance blood sugar, which will regulate those energy dips or cravings that make us feel out of control when we see a buffet table or snacks at a holiday party. What I personally do on days where I know I'm going to be drinking or eating a lot, like the morning of Thanksgiving or before a holiday party, I start the day with a huge smoothie with a ton of fruit, veggies, herbs, protein powder, nut butter, coconut water. Like I pack in as much as I can to help start my digestion, fit in nutrients that will help my body later, and stabilize my blood sugar. I also like to do this right before going to dinner or a holiday party, like as just like a little snack. So I don't go in super hungry where my glucose levels are going to want me to just eat anything and everything and be craving the quickest form of glucose, which is, starchy carbohydrates or sugar. And then when you're actually in an event, when you're at a holiday party or you're out to dinner with friends, think about filling your plate with half veggies and protein. But then get yourself whatever other foods you want too. You're just adding the food that's going to make your body feel good to your plate. Like at Thanksgiving, I will always load my plate with salad and Brussels sprouts and sweet potato. And then, of course, get the mac and cheese and pecan pie and dinner rolls and whatever else I want. But I will eat the veggies on my plate first to help support my digestion and stabilize glucose. And then I need less of the other food to feel satisfied, but I still get to enjoy and I don't feel any restriction at all. I do this when I go out to eat too. Even if I want the pasta on the menu, I will also order at least sides of veggies or a salad to start. Also, I love whenever there's a side of beans, I always try to get some kind of bean side. It's a great source of fiber and protein. So I will always typically eat these things first, the salad or the sides, and then go to my pasta course or dessert or whatever else I want. Because again, first of all, it helps sets up your digestion, your glucose levels. You will feel so much better when you start with vegetables and protein. But then also because I need less to be satisfied. So I don't get to the point of feeling really overstuffed or sluggish or feeling like shit or having it affect my health goals. I'm telling you, adding instead of subtracting when it comes to food is the greatest nutrition hack and will help you be healthy so much more than restriction ever could. Step number 5 is to support your body's detox pathways a little extra this time of year. Listen to episode 196 to get my full detox routine, but really it's just a matter of knowing your body is meant to detoxify, like I said, and you're really just supporting its detox systems for optimal detoxification and knowing that it's doing extra work. You want to just give it a little extra love and support. So this time of year, I always try to sweat more, even if that means watching a Christmas movie while I'm in my sauna blanket. Dry brushing, self lymphatic drainage massage, these things really support your body. I like to do a little bit in the shower with my hands and my body wash to get some nice glide. It really helps me with energy too when I'm feeling lethargic this time of year. If you're just less energized because of the weather, especially lymphatic drainage, dry brushing can really help because they stimulate your nervous system. Castor oil packs is another favorite addition to just add that little bit of support where you can. And then, of course, ask your doctor. But I also like taking activated charcoal before bed, especially if I've had alcohol, even one glass of wine. It just helps with whatever your body's needing to detoxify. If you are taking activated charcoal before bed, do not take it with any other medication or food at least an hour before taking because we don't want it to mess with anything else and like accidentally detoxify what you don't want it to detoxify. And then taking something like a glutathione or NAD supplement in the morning, which is a major antioxidant to help support the liver and detox pathways. Step number 6 is nervous system reset. I will die on this hill. Someone put this on my tombstone. Stress is way more toxic than pumpkin pie or holiday punch or mashed potatoes. So regulate your nervous system, prioritize that more than anything else this time of year. Step outside for fresh air often, take 3 deep belly breaths when you find yourself becoming overwhelmed. Try a short guided meditation. Taking a walk, taking a nap, even just lying on your bed doing absolutely nothing, all of it counts. Your body needs to rest and repair, so let it. And it probably needs that extra this time of year, not only just because of the weather, which you will know if you listen to my episode on how the body changes season to season and what it needs during winter, but also because typically most of us are stressed out more than usual this time of year. We're busier, we're more mindless. Your body needs rest and repair. Sleep is crucial for the body to go to work to heal itself and detoxify. Like, we should not feel guilty about taking a nap or sleeping in as if it's lazy or unhealthy to sleep in instead of getting up to work out. Like, sleep is the best thing you can do for your body right now. When you sleep, your brain activates a system called the lymphatic system, which is basically a built in cleaning crew. It flushes out toxins and waste that build up throughout the day, things like metabolic byproducts. This system is way more active during sleep than when you're awake. So if you're not getting enough rest, your body literally cannot do that crucial internal cleanup. And especially this time of year, when your body likely needs a little more internal cleanup than usual, it might need more sleep than usual. Your liver and kidneys also go into repair and reset mode at night. When your body is not putting its energy into digestion and movement, it can put that energy into deep cellular repair, hormone regulation, and toxin elimination. Poor sleep can mess with blood sugar, increase inflammation, and make it harder for your body to process and recover from the extra sugar, alcohol, heavy meals. So if you're feeling puffy or bloated or sluggish, do not skimp on rest. That is the worst thing you can do. Do not force yourself to wake up super early for a workout thinking that that's the healthiest option for you. Sleep is one of the most powerful and free ways to help your body bounce back. And step number 7 is to focus on detoxing your thoughts rather than your body. So, like I talked about before, you do not need to intentionally detox your body, but your thoughts or your social media feed, probably. If you are struggling with food guilt right now, I recommend doing at least a 24-hour break from any calorie counting apps, what I eat in a day videos, or accounts that may trigger that guilt, which might mean your favorite wellness influencers that you think inspire you, but actually are making you feel bad. Get a quick pause right now. I think a lot of us could use a social media detox, and that might help some of that food noise or guilt go away. Instead, replace it with content that makes you laugh, that makes you feel inspired, or at the very freaking least, just not hate yourself and be mad at your body. That is the kind of detox I'm talking about. I just hope that you remember through this whole season that any stress and guilt you have from eating are worse for your body than pumpkin pie, stuffing, sugar cookies, eggnog, the turkey you're feasting on. It's worse for your body than those things could ever be. So please, I am begging you, I'm not just saying it to make you feel good, I'm saying it for your physical health. Prioritize self love first and foremost if you're dealing with guilt or disconnection from your body. And not in the fluffy ways that feel performative. I mean, deep, radical respect for what your body is doing right now. Detox your thoughts. Your body already has got you covered. So that's your real reset routine, what will actually make the biggest difference for your body and allow you to still prioritize your health goals without missing out on all of the magic and fun and pleasure that we are so lucky we get to experience this time of year. It's not about undoing anything or trying to erase or make up for what you ate. It's about coming back to yourself. You don't need to spiral or start over or wait until January. you get to shift. You get to show up for yourself again and again. Every single day is another opportunity to show up for yourself, to respect your body, to treat your body well. Tomorrow is an amazing new day that you get to love your body because the truth is your body didn't mess up. She showed up for the celebration and you hopefully were present for the joy, as is our monthly curriculum for December. So your body got to squeeze and experience all the joy that we get access to this time of year. And now she just deserves to be supported. I love you all. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you on Tuesday for another episode in our Winter Arc Guide series that you will not want to miss. Talk to you then. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I know I sure did. Please do not forget to rate, review, and subscribe. It really makes a huge difference for our show so we can keep growing and bringing the content that you love. If you want more info, you can find us at The Evergirl Podcast on Instagram or theevergirlpodcast.com. Talk to you next week.